Is this a pullback?
I don't think it's a pullback.
And before leaving for Iowa, the president also seemed to promise answers and accountability in the wake of what Bovino's men did to Alex Preti just a few blocks from here just days ago. When asked about DHS, Secretary Kristi Noem, the president today said she was doing a, quote, very good job. Tonight, though, House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries is calling for her firing.
Senator, do you have confidence in Secretary Noem?
None at all.
But do you think Noem should step down?
I think Noem needs to decide what, I think if Noem looks at her body of work, I could not be. If I were in her position, I can't think of any point of pride over the last year. She's got to make her own decision, or the president does, but she has taken this administration into the ground on an issue that we should own.
Well, Stephen Miller, for his part, is weighing in as well tonight, in part about the basis for this inaccurate statement, which both Secretary Noem and Gregory Bovino read just hours after Alex Preti's killing.
An individual approached
U.S.
U.S.
Border Patrol officers
with a 9mm
semi-automatic handgun. The officers attempted to disarm this individual,
but
the armed suspect,
fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers.
An agent fired defensive shots. Medics were on the scene immediately,
Delivered medical aid to the subject, but the subject was pronounced dead at the scene.
This looks like a situation where an individual arrived at the scene to inflict maximum damage.
Where an individual wanted to do maximum damage and massacre law enforcement.
This individual went and impeded their law enforcement operations, attacked those officers, had a weapon on him, and dozens of rounds of ammunition, wishing to inflict harm on these officers, brandishing like that and impeding their work that they were doing.
Well, if either of these public officials had an ounce of decency, they would call up Alex Preti's parents and apologize. Stephen Miller, for his part, called Alex Preti a would-be assassin, also domestic terrorist. Tonight, though, he is saying this, quoting now, "The initial statement from DHS was based on reports from CBP on the ground. Additionally, the White House provided clear guidance to DHS that the extra personnel that have been sent to Minnesota for force protection should be used for conducting fugitive operations to create a physical barrier between the arrest teams and the disruptors. We are evaluating why the CBP team may not have been following that protocol." The words, "I'm sorry and I was wrong," were not included.